welcome to the stream if you guys are hanging out. You might not be here. I'm just streaming Dark Souls 3. I picked up the Ring City, which is the last DLC for it. It's a few years old, but I'm a big fan of the Dark Souls series, and been wanting to like get the real ending. Excuse me. Right now, I'm the only person watching my own stream, but that's okay. So I thought I would do some co-op. It's my favorite thing to do in Dark Souls. It's to help other people. So I try to go where I'm needed. So there, you can see that the ringed inner wall, which is where I currently am, those three little symbols there are telling you that this is a really active part of the game. So a lot of people are here, either trying to beat bosses, or they're invading each other, or something like that. Also, Central Irithyll, the Church of Yorshka, there's some activity there. I could go there and help people. And the Corvian settlement here in the first piece of DLC. And yeah, where I'm at, the ringed inner wall. So I guess let's do some co-op here. So put my sign down. And hey, what's up, Doc? You know, it took a long time for me to like bother to do the work, but I actually fully understand the story of Dark Souls now, and knowing the story, even though it does take it takes some effort on your part. Like, you have to, you know, read item descriptions, pay attention to conversations, play through the game multiple times, but I think it's one of the best stories in video games, especially the overall, like the overall theme of, basically it's about the end of an age. So, and yeah, it's very dark. But like, not dark in a 13-year-old way, like not dark in some edgelord way. It's like dark in an existential way. Oh, it's time to take out the boss. So I'm gonna help General Pops here. These ring knights. This boss is a grimdark. No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. I mean, some of the... it's... That wasn't the boss. This sword I have, it's the shit. It's so simple. This guy doesn't stand a chance. Now there's the boss. It's okay. I died, but I think they'll make it. I died, but I think they'll make it. I was just helping them out anyway, so... The Spear of the Church boss is in the Ring City, and basically what it is it's like a throwback to Demon's Souls. There was this boss in Demon's Souls called the Old Monk. And it was unique because it was the only boss where they basically pulled another character, another player from the world, and made him the boss fight. So they put... It was a PvP match, basically. And the Spear of the Church is the same thing. So when you get to the end, but they really like they try to like leverage a bunch of advantage to the side of the person that's playing as the boss. So they give them a bunch of additional passive magic abilities, which are these orbs that float over his head and attack automatically on their own. That's not something that that player was doing. That's something that the boss fight gives them, and also brings in these painting guardians, which are those like guys in white robes that have daggers that like sort of with the hoods. Those guys, they come in and help the player. They're basically AI controlled enemies that have a lot of health, actually. And there's that giant at the beginning. So they give you all these things because PvP can be, you know, pretty lopsided. Like if you're an invader and you're the only one, yeah, there could be some challenges with that. Hello, Lady Justice. There are two bosses in this area, which is why there's so much activity. There's the Spear of the Church, which we just did, and then there's Dark Eater Midir, which is, I think, what this guy wants to fight against. Yep. Yeah. Dark Eater Midir is a dragon. It's an optional boss fight. It's very tough. And Dark Eater Midir is down here. It's basically a dragon that was tasked with protecting Lady Filianor, who is a goddess, that basically whose job it is to protect, essentially to stop time. So a lot of... Oh yeah, there's a Knight of Filianor right there. A lot of the themes of Dark Souls, I should change my sword, Wolf Knight sword, are about how the gods want to prevent the inevitable. So they're trying to hold back the end of their age. Oh, well, that was quick. Sorry, that was super fast. The guy got killed as soon as he went down there. This is New Game Plus ×2, so like every new game, when you play through the game the first time, you can start again with your character with the same build, with all the basically the same weapons and armor and everything, all your stuff. And it's called New Game Plus, and New Game Plus, obviously to balance it out, the enemies are all stronger, they do more damage, they have more health. And I'm on New Game Plus 2, because I've beaten Dark Souls 3 twice already. And but I just got the DLC for the Ring City, which is this, because it has some of the best bosses, and the environments are super cool. And there's more loot. Like I have this. This is the Iron Dragon Slayer armor. Now the Dragon Slayer armor was a boss fight in this game because there's so much lore. It's like there's so much crazy story, but basically there was a Dragon Slayer in this age because every Dark Souls game takes place in a different age where the fire is fading, which is the sort of like the fire of the gods, and the gods want to keep the fire going because they don't want their time to end, and they ask you as the chosen one, or the chosen undead, the ashen one, or the bearer of the curse, depending on which game it is. They have different terms for it, to sort of prolong the age of the gods, which is called the Age of Fire. Anyway, in the third age, there was this Dragon Slayer, and this is his armor set, which I got in the DLC expansion, but he is a boss fight. It's basically called the Dragon Slayer armor, because there's no person inside of it. It's being controlled by these pygmy, winged pygmies that are flying around the map while you're fighting that boss, and they're animating the armor. But the armor fights like its owner used to. Anyway, there's a lot. There's a lot. A lot of my fights with Midir ended that fast too. Yeah. Well, I beat Midir. You know what the secret is? Well, first off, don't get hit. That's like one of the big ones. But one of the things that I find works really well against Midir, I have this spell called Pestilent Mist. Basically, it just puts a cloud of damage up that does damage over time. And it's just like a poison cloud. Think of it like that, right? And it eats away at his health just little by little, but it does over time. It does a lot of damage, and because Midir is so big, it's kind of hard for Midir to escape that cloud. So, yeah, there's a wizard. I don't know how well this guy's gonna do, but let's do this. Oh shit! God damn it. Well, that was brief. I beat Midir with Pestilent Mist too. Super consistent way to chunk him. Yes, you can also use Artorias Abyss Watcher stuff. I have the sword. Yeah. I'm using the because I tried everything, right? I have but I did beat him. In my game, he's beaten. I'm actually at the end. I'm on Slave Knight Gale, which is like, that boss fight is the reason I bought the DLC. But I just want to do some co-op and help people out. But yeah, I have the Wolf Knight Greatsword, which is the Sword of Artorias, which does extra damage to Abyss, like 20% damage to abyssal creatures or creatures affected by the Abyss, which is Dark Eater Midir. I also have Pestilent Mist. It's how I was able to beat him, basically. I was wearing Ornstein's armor, not this armor, but I'm trying this one out. I don't know if the armor makes that much of a difference, to be honest. Unless you're, like, going full bore, like, if you go full on, like, the heaviest suits, you know, like the Havel armor, or, the Katarina armor, or the full, like, you know, there's, like, a few really heavy sets. But I mostly wear the Iron Dragon Slayer set because of the fire resistance. It's pretty good. And so, since Dark Eater Midir breathes a lot of fire, I also have this Dragon Crest Shield, which gives you, like, really good defense against fire. So basically, I'm built to fight the dragon right now. It's just that, well, in that last fight, I was unlucky. You know, I've done so much co-op with this dragon fight, and I've never, before that game, had it to where the dragon was right underneath me when I entered the room. I should have done a plunging attack, but I didn't have a weapon equipped. I had the chime equipped because I was going to land and cast Pestilent Mist as soon as I landed on the ground. So, but I think, yeah, this time I'm just going to I'll be ready. It's all about planning, right? So much for the servant of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Anor. You can also use Artorias. I already read that part. I think his head takes 200 or 250% damage. Yeah. But like he has, because this is New Game Plus 2, I think he has like crazy health, and he normally has crazy health already. So, all right, Astaldo, what's up? See, he's got the Havel shield, the Dragon Slayer armor, and some, I don't know what sword that is. It's just like some chunky sword, maybe the broadsword. And this guy's wearing the Nameless King's helmet. Looks like maybe the Firelink armor, because it's got like the ribs on it. And I can't really tell. Alright, are we going this way, buddy? Wolnir sword. No. Wolnir sword is kind of, you're talking about the holy sword? It looks like it's made out of like wires. It's kind of like a wire sword. Wait, did they not? Where are they going? Oh, maybe they're fighting the boss. Maybe they're not coming after the dragon. Oh, they are. Okay. Fuck these pews. All right. Oh my God, don't die. Lunge. Shit. You just gotta take your time. Lunge. Anime lasers. He's gonna, I think he's gonna go dark now into his second phase, right? starting. Shit! Don't get killed! Shit! Aw, the host got killed. We was close though. We were doing good. You have to take your time. I'm trying to trying my hand at making a fried rice while this is playing. I think, oh yeah, speaking of dragons. This fight with this dragon reminds me of, and I think that was on purpose, but it's a throwback to Kalameet. I think I did a stream on my channel here where I fought Kalameet. It took me a while, but I managed to beat him. I think I managed to beat him by myself, too. I don't think I had any jolly cooperation. I think it was because I couldn't find anyone, and I had to figure it out. Or just do it by myself. Because that was another one. I think I've only done that DLC... The Artorias DLC, I think I've done it twice now. So when I just did it, and then once before, because I usually don't buy DLC like right away. Because I want to make sure it's worth the money and stuff, and the price tends to go down. But I do like the Ring City. You know what? After I do this one co-op, I'm gonna go to Slave Knight Gale and see if people need help there, or maybe some other boss fight. So. But Slave Knight Gale is that's an awesome boss fight. I haven't been able to win it yet. Is this the same? Yeah, this is the same team. I think. Is that the same guy? I don't remember. But we almost won. We can do it. The Pestilent Mist is ultimately like, that's like the Jimmy. It eats him. Slave Knight Gale is probably my favorite boss in the entire series. There's a lot of great bosses, but yeah, Gale's a good one. Holy shit, that dude. This guy's face. Oh my god. Do you see this, dude? What? Lunge does a lot of damage. You have to be careful of that. can you cut off his tail? Because I don't... Got me. I'm dead. I shouldn't have done that. I got thirsty. Yeah, I didn't think his tail could be cut because I definitely hit it a lot of times. Most helmets are fugly in this game. Well, there's like crowns and hoods and stuff, or you can just not wear a helmet. I don't know. I like some of the helmets, even though I think they're more like they're based on like actual armor designs, and we've had some pretty armor designs, historically speaking. So, like one of my favorites. It's because it's kind of like, you know, it looks pretty chunky. I'm gonna try. Oops, I don't want to travel. Wait a minute. Let me see. I mean, like, I don't think this armor is historical, but this armor kind of reminds me of the Guts armor from Berserk, like the wolf armor a little bit. I mean, obviously they did some different stuff, but like, just like the chest piece and stuff, I think it was inspired by that. There's a lot of Berserk inspiration in Dark Souls. Like, the armor, see, befriend armor. Basically have like, almost, no, not almost everything, but helmet. Oh man, I kind of like Hal's helmet too. Knight helmet. This is very Dave's Volt, right? I'm breaking up. You're cutting out a lot. Is that better? There were some issues with me getting the stream started. I don't know if it's YouTube or the PlayStation Network or my internet, so. But to say again, like, there are some helmets that I like. I know even the ugly ones, I'm inclined to think that they're, in at least some cases, like this winged knight helmet, it's like smiling. I'm inclined to believe that there are armors that legit look like this. Because I've seen like knight suits, and there are the ones that we think of that are just generally cool. Some like Smo's helmet. I mean, it doesn't it doesn't even make sense. But this is like some shit that dudes actually wore. Like this. Oh man, that is so funny looking. I like Ornstein's a lot. Dragon Slayer helmet. But again, I'm not sure how a head fits in there. There may be a little bit of liberty taken with that. It usually works when you have the whole set. It works better. But, let's go with, like, Vinheim's helmet too. It's pretty cool looking. It's kind of fancy. and I could just, I'm not going to deny myself the protection. So let's go back to the dragon helmet. I think it's probably the best one. Yeah, Lap's helmet is a frogmouth dedicated jousting helmet. Riveted directly to the chest plate. Most of the later armets and clothes helms have some really grotesque looking visors, a lot of them shaped like animals. Yeah, because it was meant to intimidate, right? And I guess in a world like this, where dragons exist and stuff, they'd probably have even more grotesque helmets, you know. So doesn't look like anyone's picking up. Let's check and see. There's the activity over here. Well, people are in the Ring City streets. I could just put my sign down out here, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to the end of the world and try to do co-op there and fight Slave Knight Gale. Oh, I should go back to... I see an older comment. Let me see. First, let me put my sign down. So this is basically... You go into the future because you disturb Filianor, who's there holding this egg. And the egg was holding all of this apocalypse back. But it was... It wasn't a good thing, right? So... Because you got to let things take their course. That's essentially what the lesson is in this. Is that, you know, when your time is up, when it's over, you have to accept that. You can't like try to hold it back because it does more harm than good. And so, you basically disturb the egg, and we move forward in time, or either it's you move forward in time, or basically the world is like all of that time that was held back by Filianor caressing this egg and sleeping is essentially all undone. So we are seeing the world as it should be, you know, in this setting. So it's very much like a desert wasteland of ash and nothing. And all that's left in the world is you and Slave Knight Gale. It's just down to two undead that are fighting over the Dark Soul. So that's basically how the game ends. And it's like, it's nothing more fitting than that. It's like, it's fucking awesome. And it's so like, I don't know, it's just really cool. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm being summoned. Cool, I'm gonna be helping. I gotta equip my weapons, though. The Abyssal Sword of Artorias is not gonna help here. So I gotta switch to, well, I have the Sword of Irithyll. I'm going to try the Irithyll sword. It doesn't do as much damage as, a greatsword does, but the ice is good because he doesn't, Gale doesn't resist that, so... This armor makes my butt look really big. It also makes me look like I have a big old One Piece mustache. Like that one guy. Somebody's skipping the cutscenes, but okay. Dude! Jump! Aw. Fat lady hips. Yeah. I'll help him again. The frost sword doesn't he has a ton of health. But let's switch my armor up a little bit. I'm wearing the Black Knight leggings. For some reason I didn't get like all the full sets of some of these things. I guess I gotta go like farm Black Knights or something. The Black Knight set is pretty good. Gundir's armor, Black Hand armor. Like I didn't get the Ringed Knights armor. I got their like gauntlets, helmets, and leggings, but I didn't get the middle part. I don't know why that is. I haven't looked into it though, to be honest. You know, I'll stay like this for now. So, Troy Davidson said earlier, I heard a funny lore theory. The reason Midir is so all over the place and frenzied is because his eyes were crusted over with abyssal crystal, and he can't see where we are, so he's just guessing. Yeah, that makes sense. I think Calamite was blind as well? They have this thing with blind, bosses. I think Calamite was blind too, but I could be wrong. I know Calamite has one eye, supposedly. But I'm not sure it can see. I could be wrong though. Yeah, it's, you know, in the first phase, Gale's not too bad. It's like fighting Artorias. But when the second phase starts, he has these like follow-ups where he attacks with his sword, but then his cape comes around and attacks right after. So it's like some fucking kung fu movie shit that he's doing, and you have to be careful about that. So with fighting Gale, I think he doesn't do fire damage. Most of his damage is like he does lightning. I don't think it really matters ultimately. It doesn't really matter what set you wear. Let's just wear the what's this? Painting Guardian, Shadow Leggings. Let's just wear the Firelink set. It's not bad. I don't know if it matters, because basically it's about dodging his attacks. He does so much damage that it's not really gonna matter. You know? So but I would like to get the rest of the sets, you know, so yeah, when he hits phase 2 and just starts gadding you with his 45, yeah, with his repeating crossbow. I'm gonna switch off of this. I thought I would try it. One thing I also know is that he's vulnerable to not dark. People like to use electricity on him. He's vulnerable to strike damage, which is basically like blunt attacks. But I could use the Fume Ultra Greatsword, but it's so slow, so I wouldn't get more than like one hit in. But I mean, it's not terrible. It's just really slow. Yeah, bleed. He's vulnerable to bleeding and poison. But I don't have any poison weapons. I should make a poison weapon, but I don't have any more slabs, so I'd only be able to get it to like +4. And that's the thing about the Fuma Ultra Great Sword. It doesn't do any elemental damage. It's just like pure physical damage. But you can use Frost against him, which is why I was using this. But my Irithyll Straight Sword, it's not really exactly the best Frost weapon. It's really light, but it does mean I get more attacks in. So I could use this, and then with the Pontiff's the right eye, it'll increase my damage. So I could do that. I was also thinking I could equip a stabbing weapon and like a spear, and wear the Leo ring with it. I think he counts as an abyssal enemy. No, but he does count. He doesn't, I don't think, but he does count as a hollow in the second phase, and in the second phase he counts as a hollow. So you could use the the Hollow Slayer Greatsword, which does extra damage to hollows. It's kind of like a really weird weapon, because you only get it like. So yeah, maybe what I'll do is if I get to the second phase, I'll switch to the Hollow Slayer Greatsword and see how much that works. He's vulnerable to frost, poison, strike, and I think that's it in the first phase. And then in the second phase, he becomes a flow too. So can I go in here? Bitch, be careful! Heal up! Why? Oh yeah, Gale also has a stagger critical strike moment, kind of like Bloodborne's visceral attacks. The window is short and only available in the second phase, but it triggers if you hit his head. There was something else. Speaking of that, he is vulnerable to stagger. If your weapon is big enough. One thing I could try, although this is like super I'm not sure. I think this might be a big gamble. Is I have these right here, the Ringed Knight Paired Greatswords, +5. And together they have this like flurry attack that I can do. It eats up a lot of endurance, but it could maybe put him in a stun lock, so if other people are hitting him too, it could get us to the second phase pretty quickly. So I could try them. I don't like these swords though. These are try-hard design. It's like way too, like, look at that. Yeah, I get it. This is a little bit try hard in my opinion, but they are effective. I'm not crazy about designs. I like stuff that's kind of like more elegant. So yeah, they've got a lot going on. It's kind of meh. Yeah. It's like gigantic scimitars and, I don't know, with all kinds of horns and stuff on them. They don't look like they were forged. They look like they were made by, you know, I don't even know. I mean, when they did that with the this armor set for the final boss, that's one thing, but let me just see if I really like fighting the final boss of the game too, but nobody seems to want to go up against him. Those are the Ring Knight Great Swords, yeah. They're equipped as a pair, so you could like I could switch it, but then it's just a great sword. Like basically this is a waste of time. You have to really, if you're going to use these, you have to use them as a pair set if you really want to take advantage of what they do. So, but yeah, I'm not. I don't know. It's just I'm not crazy about the design, but I'm curious to see how effective they are in this boss fight. So. So, yeah, do you guys know a lot about the... Oh, Troy Davidson, I think the Black Knight weapons have an extremely high poise damage, so if you want to stagger Gale, those would be the weapons to use. Well, I do have the Black Knight Ultra Great Sword. I do have the Black Knight Ultra Great Sword. But the thing about these swords, the Ring Knight swords, is they do a flurry of attacks. So if you're hitting multiple times, then you're more likely to do the stagger. But let's see. Where's stability? No. Does it list a stat for poise damage? I mean, yeah, these do... Wow, they're better for blocking too. But you can't block with the other swords. That's the thing. Fuck it. Let's try them. Let's try the Black Knight sword. The Ultra Great Sword or the Axe have the highest, I think. I don't know if I have the Axe. You know, in Dark Souls 1, I get a little mixed up, but in Dark Souls 1, that was the one weapon I was trying to get. The Black Knight Axe. I could not get it to save my life. The fucking knight would not drop it. He's gonna come running over that hill. Here he comes. Wow, that spell is the shit. damn it. This guy Gupster seems to know what he's doing. Hopefully he doesn't run out of spells. But of course, one mistake and he's done. Bam! Uh-oh. Now it's on. Now he means business. No, you don't. Shit! Fucked up. I fucked up. Oh. Third phase. Now he needs real. Now he's gonna lose it. Oh, we almost had him. We could have got him. That guy was pretty good. All right, I'm gonna put that down. Yeah, this shit gets super epic at the end. This Black Knight sword is not bad. Unfortunately, the poise damage on hit is a hidden stat. Yeah. It's based on what weapon you're swinging, whether or not the person you're swinging on is in the middle of an animation. It's very esoteric. So you're helping a pyromancer this time. Cool. I thought about trying a pure spellcaster run in DS3. I haven't done that yet. I was thinking about, because I've only ever run this, and my build is pretty high stats all around, because I started off as a strength build, and then I started adding into Dex because I wanted to use, what do you call it? Quality weapons, I think they call it. And I raised my faith enough to cast some healing spells. You know, it's usually how I start off. It's like usually how I do it. But a pure spell casting build, I think, could be fun because they've made the spells in Dark Souls 3 like some of the most useful. See, the thing about, and the focus meter is really helpful too for that, because the thing about, I think it was in Dark Souls 1, was spells were all like limited in the number of castings unless like based on the spell you pick. So not based on like a magic points or anything like that. So some really powerful spells could only be cast like once or twice. And so it didn't give them a lot of utility. And a lot of spells are pretty much just fucking bullshit. Like, it's just the same guy. Gipster. I'm basically tanking for him so he can like cast spells on Gale here. This nigga. Get frustrated. Stay mad. Alright, let's change this to the hollow sword. Where is it? good, you're alive. I thought we lost him. I thought we lost him, boys. No! No! Aw. Hey Ken, what's up? DS2 added herbs for spell recovery. I've done a pure mage build on DS2 on my Xbox. Strength dex weapons, yeah, that's what I mean. My I'm gonna put my sign back down. That guy needs help. I'm committed to helping him defeat the Gale. So I'll switch back to so yeah, I have this refined. It's refined. That's the word. Refined. This refined Ultra Greatsword plus 10. So the Astora Greatsword, if you're doing, if you're getting invaded, this weapon is the shit because it does. It's really deceptive because it does thrust attacks a lot, and it's also really light for an Ultra Greatsword. And the thrust attacks do really good damage, and if you're wearing the Leo ring, it does even more damage. And you make it like a refined weapon, and you have like a high dex and a high... dude, it's just a good weapon for PvP. I mean, it's good for PvE too. I'm gonna switch when I warp into this other guy's world. But, yeah, like when I get invaded, I switch to that. It has like super armor on the heavy attacks, so you do like a heavy attack with it. A second. Shit. I gotta switch to the Irithel sword. Or no, Black Knight sword. Black Knight sword. I'm sorry. Where is it? There we go. Oh, he's doing poison now. Is that when you can, do a critical attack right there, I wonder? When he stops? No, he did 3 times. That spell is badass. No, get up! Tried to fuck me up. Shit. No! Well, the RNG on that was kind of strange. He was more aggressive than normal. So he would do more attacks than I thought he was going to do. I probably got too thirsty too, though. Don't get cocky. You'll get wasted. Alright. Gonna try these this time. See if it gives me a different result. Got you with the spawn cape. Yeah, right. Lightning infused Astora Greatsword is also one of the absolute best lightning weapons. Yeah, the Astora Greatsword is really good. Slave Knight Gale is my favorite DS3 boss. Yeah, I haven't beaten him yet because I only recently got the DLC, Ken. So, but I'm helping other people. I haven't actually done it myself, which is why in my world, obviously, the fog wall is up. If I can help this pyromancer kill him, I'll send him a message and ask him if he could like help me. Really, really high scaling with most elemental infusions. It's a powerhouse of a weapon, PvE or PvP. I did my second DS3 playthrough with it. Beat the whole game, including DLCs. Getting the Iron King's crown made it a lot easier. Are you talking about in Dark Souls 2? The Iron King is that demon you fight in the lava, right? The critical move is only available in Phase 2, I'm pretty sure. Ah, I see. Okay. But if you stun him, you can run up on him and get a critical in. But you get, like, only a moment. Yeah, he's like... he pulls out all the stops. He's got a spell, he's got fucking... his repeating... Can you get that crossbow? I assume you can get that crossbow, right? I'm being summoned. I don't know if this is gonna work. I might get fucking wasted. I think that if you're in a group with more people and you're using the, you can like stun lock him if everyone's hitting him, but I don't think one person can do it. But we'll find out. Oh, okay, this is a different... Oh, yeah, Goopster. There's the Pyromancer, but it's not just him. That dude's got the Moonlight Blade. I don't think that's gonna help much. Nope. Yeah, it just killed my endurance, so... And, again, yeah, there just weren't enough people attacking. These swords... Not gonna work for this. You know what, they're good in PvP. Again, if you get invaded, but no, I'm not a fan. We're gonna go to this. Black Knight sword. It seemed to work the best in his first phase. So yeah, I oofed big time. Yes, you can get the crossbow, okay. Use his soul to get the crossbow. So it's like you have his soul and you have a choice between the crossbow and the sword. The broken sword. Have you tried the Pharaon Ultra Greatsword? I don't think it's upgraded. I don't think it's upgraded though. That's the I'll have to look at it in a second. I'm in a different person's game. Pharaon Ultra Greatsword. No, I don't think I have it. It's an Ultra Greatsword paired with a dagger. Oh, it's the one for the Filianor. Filianor. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Okay, well. She's got the dancer set. I think that's a woman player. Let the cinematic play. I hope she lets the cinematic play. She might skip it though. Yeah, she skipped it. What? Still here? Don't get too thirsty, guys. Oh! I spoke too soon. That was a spell. Dude's got airtime like fucking Jordan. All right. Shooting Kamehamehas and shit. Gotta hit it when you can. Ah! Oh man, you gotta like watch it when he's winding up. You may not think he's looking at you, but he will be on you in a second. All right, that was good. We almost got him. I think we got pretty close. But that third phase, though, Jesus Christ, dude's erratic. All right. What were you saying? So it's co-op summarized perfectly. Don't get too thirsty, guys. Proceeds to get too thirsty. It's true. Now I'm gonna go back to the weapon. Ultra. Oh yeah, the Farron sword. So, yeah, I don't really use it. I do have it. Let's see. Here it is, Farron Greatsword. But I don't know. Like, is it why? Why would I? I guess my question is, why would I use it? What's the deal with it? Wedge, Greatsword, Son of the Undead. You can parry with it. Yeah, I don't think you can parry any of this dude's attacks. Can you? I don't think so. Bring me in, motherfucker. I might not get into the game. Yeah. What I was wondering about is, am I missing out on curved swords like the katanas and stuff? I tried to do that, but I don't know. I think that it's one of those things where the payoff isn't immediate. I like knocking enemies down. That's why I like the big, heavy weapons. Strength builds are pretty good in DS3 and Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 2 I only played through one time. I wasn't crazy about it. So... Speaking of katanas, there's a dex build there. All right. Shit. The fuck? Phase 3. Let's go. Ooh, he is just on his ass. Don't die! Yes! Dude, that was awesome. Whew. Now, yeah, I can get some help. Let's see, who's this? I'm gonna try. Sabrina, dressed as Solaire. Where my summons at? Fuck it, I'll bring this person in. Unable to summon Phantom. I'm gonna send a message to the people I just played with. So just give me a second. I know you can't see anything. Why can't I do that? Cannot add players because of their settings. Alright. Am I being invaded? What's going on? I can't rest at the bonfire. Oh, there we go. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna try fighting him by myself, because no one's around, so... It's probably gonna work out very well. But I don't understand. Like, I see activity, but I don't understand why I'm not seeing any signs. Fuck it. Look at all the blood stains. I blocked it, but I'm gonna pay for this. Oh. I held my own, I held my own. I think I'm gonna try again. Fuck it. Unable? Why? Ah, fuck it. Let's go. I got thirsty. Oh, fuck. I'm dead. Oh, no, I'm not dead, but I'm really badly hurt. Damn, nigga. Woo!
Is this the blood? The blood of the dark soul.
All right. Now it gets real. Damn. I do feel pretty satisfied that I helped beat him once today, so... Let's see if there's another place I can go to help. Pontiff Solvan. Dragon King Mausoleum. I really want to fight Soul of Cinder again, but nobody seems to be there. You know, I seem to have missed something. Maybe you guys, if you're still there. In the Ring City, they tell you, you know, don't wake up Filianor, right? No matter what. I think, there's this NPC that tells you not to do it. And then I've seen video of people like being attacked or invaded by her, or they have to fight her or something like that. But if I go back to like, I don't know, the Church of Filianor or something, will I get in? Is that where she'll attack me? Because I haven't fought her or anything, and I think that if you beat her, I think that she gives you a slab on top of that. I don't know. I'm just curious about that, but. I'll try and do another co-op session and then wrap it up. I gotta get to work soon. She is in a side arena in Gale's arena. So I can't actually access it until after I beat Gale then? Oh... Okay. So when you beat Gale, it's not like it's the end. There's more stuff to do. Aren't there some Ring Knights there too? I think there's more enemies there. So, but you gotta beat Gale first. Oh, that's so weird. But Gale is the final boss of the of all this, right? I'm just gonna head over to where the boss arena is at. Or did I miss my chance? Like, was I supposed to go over here? Maybe I'll try to lure her over here. Over there is Lothric, and over there is Anor Londo, I think. It's Lothric, Anor Londo. I think I'm waiting on one more person. Yeah. I wish I had known that. I think I missed my chance to fight her. Nah, I guess he doesn't want to go there. She might still be fightable after Gale. I have a feeling I fucked it up. All right. Here we go. Phase 3. I don't know if this will help, but Oh, it was the thirst. I had to get one more hit. I wanted to be the guy. I wanted to be the guy. Well, that was fun. I'm gonna move to, I'm gonna see if I can get team up with someone on this fight. Just, for fun, because I like fighting the, Soul of Cinder. I like fighting all the bosses. I wish that they did a thing where you can just, like... You don't get any XP for it or anything like that, but if there was just, like, a mode where you could just fight, like a boss rush mode or something. You can just fight the bosses. They didn't lose because you died. Nah, I doubt it. It's only if the host dies, yeah. He was so close to dead. There's no way they would have fucked that up. I was in there till the last minute. I'd be very surprised if they didn't win, unless Gale just pulled one of his, because basically he can one hit you in that last phase. In the second and last phase, he can do it. Damn it. Can't believe that. I got so close. Yeah, I don't think anyone's here gonna fight the Soul of Cinder. Maybe I can help fight Sister Frieda, and Ariandel, Father Ariandel. There are people looking to fight him. Painted World's on fire now. I just need the blood of the Dark Soul to give to this girl when I beat Gale. I should use this Chaos Greatsword plus 10 against Gale. He is vulnerable to fire too. This might be the best. This might be the best way forward, actually. My guts sword plus 10. Alright, nobody's here. I'm just gonna go to... back here. I know there are people here. Maybe I'll try, Gale again with this sword and see. I did get to the second phase. I mean, I think it's just like a matter of trial and error, honestly. That's basically the, at the center of all of these. It's like a central philosophy of this game. Can't get up there. Alright, after I assist one more person, I'm gonna quit. I gotta get to work. So I'm just gonna wait here. Who else? Is the message humor as juvenile on PS4 as it is on PC? Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Amazing chest ahead and all of that. Yeah. Come on, summon me into your game. Yeah, I've seen a lot of tri-finger butthole messages. Yeah, by corpse. Yeah. Yeah, that's common. It's across all platforms. Alright. Since I'm not getting taken into anybody else's world, I'm gonna turn off my summon sign. And I'm going to use an ember. See if I can get somebody else to come into my game. Alright. I'm gonna give this a shot. I hope this works. Last gold. We are sunbroing it the fuck up. Can I use the dried finger? Nope. We should just roll out then. You ready? Let's do this. All right, okay. All right, here we go. I want to watch the cinematics. I don't like skipping them. Is this the blood? The blood of the dark soul? Third phase, third phase. All right. These guys wrecked them. Sunlight metal. Thanks. Those people, that co-op group was a little bit. They were too good. Congrats, thank you. Feels a little unearned though. I'm just exploring the map right now. Yeah, it can happen with really good summons. Lightning.
I've searched for thee, dark, stricken creature. I am Shira, daughter of the Duke, descendant of gods, and trusted friend to Medea. At once, I am the honor of the gods, the glory of fire, and the fear of the dark. Thou shalt not go unpunished for thy treachery, thy profanity, and thy shameless yearning.
How many of these? How many Estus flats do you have, bitch? Oh no, no more. Now I'm done. She didn't drop a slab. Did I miss something? Oh well. Maybe there wasn't supposed to be a slab. I feel like there is though. Yeah, I got a slab from her earlier for killing Midir. I feel like there's supposed to be ring knights here too, though. Aren't there supposed to be ring knights here? I think one of them drops a slab. Yeah, I got the slab already. All right, I think I'm done. I'm gonna I'll look and see Pit of Hollows. Really? I'll go here, see if people need any help. Yeah, I'd like a couple more slabs. But design-wise, they really knocked this fucking shit out of the park, man. I think the only game that's prettier than this is Bloodborne. That reminds me, I might have to get the Bloodborne DLC, The Old Hunters. I never got it, never played it. And I heard it's the shit too. You know, a lot of times DLC is like, I have to really consider whether or not it's worth it, but it seems like with the these FromSoft like Soulsborne games, the DLC is good. Oh, I gotta give the girl the blood of the dark soul. I gotta remember to do that. No co-op happening here. It's the activity probably refers to the PvP that's going on the other end. I'll just go to the painting and give the girl the blood of the dark soul and then quit. It's cool, like there's like almost no lag. I might stream Doom later on, Doom Eternal. So I haven't played in a while, not since the last time I streamed. But yeah, I gotta get some work done today. I'm gonna finish a page. Actually, you know what? It's just another boss fight I really enjoy. I doubt I'll get in, but...
My Thang, with this will I paint a world. Please tell me thy name. I want to name. I see. Then.
Alright. Kind of fucked up. Pretty sure that's all that I needed to do. I just wanted to get that done before I forgot. Is that a man or a woman? I can't tell. Alright, let's see how this goes. This fight isn't that bad. I just don't know how Rosa's gonna act. Didn't see that coming, did you, bitch? Great sword slaps. Oof. You focus on Father Ariandel in the second path. Frida's not that big of a... Oh, shit. I got fucked up. I got Lord Vesseled in the head.
My Thang, with this will I paint a world. Please tell me thy name. I see. We are much alike. Then I will name this painting Ash. 'Twill be a cold, dark, and very gentle place. And one day it will make someone a goodly home. I wonder when Uncle Gale intends his return. I hope the new painting will be to him a gentle home. My thanks. I will of a cold, dark, one day. It will make someone a goodly home. My thanks of what?
Okay, just checking. Make sure that that's all the dialogue. Yes, I'm sure Gale will enjoy that. Gale ain't coming home. Sorry, if that pointing to Ariamis, is that a pointed? Are you talking about a painting? Is that painting? Is the painted world from DS1? No, this is not the painted world from DS1. That was the painted world of Ariamis. This is the painted world of Ariandel. There is a relationship. This painted world might be a painted world inside of the painted world of Ariamis. So, like, there are worlds within worlds, right? And the girl in this painted world is making another painting of another painted world. So, yeah, kind of, meta. No, you don't. It's a nod to the painted world, yeah. Well, not just a nod. I mean, it's forwarding the mythology, I guess. Alright, phase 2. Frida's healing him. And let her do it. Phase 2 is over. And he's down. But no. Well, hopefully he'll be okay. Yeah, the painting is, well, the whole game's about cycles, right? The whole series is basically like, you know, you had the age of ancients. You had the age of ancients, which basically, I'm gonna go back to the Firelink Shrine. The kiln. So you had the ages are the cycles, right? So there was like the age of ancients, and that was when everything was gray and there was just the dragons. The eternal dragons, I think they call them, or the everlasting dragons. And then when fire came, it brought about the age of fire, or the age of the gods. And then you had, that's where you get Lord Gwyn and all of his children and the war against the dragons. And basically like a revolution or a shift in that. But the dragon's time was basically coming to an end. And that was, like, you could say fate, but it's basically the fate of all cycles. And when the age of gods came, at the age of fire, Gwyn and the other lords, they, especially Gwyn though, they wanted the age to last forever. So, because they didn't want their time to ever end. So Gwyn constantly gave himself to the fire to keep it burning. The witches of Izalith tried to create their own fire so that they could like keep it going, and it basically ended up creating demons and stuff. And because they were trying to essentially alter the natural order, the way things are supposed to go, the cycles. And so then when in Dark Souls 1, you're basically, well, you have like a couple of choices, but if you play through the game without like without getting too deep into trying to commit, or trying to, basically if you go through the game just doing exactly what you're told and you just play through like a normal playthrough, you end up rekindling the flame. You basically replace Gwyn. You know, you kill him and you replace him, and you basically continue the Age of Fire, right? But if you follow the alternative ending, which basically involves Darkstalker Koth and learning about the truth that, you know, essentially the time of gods is supposed to end and the time of man is supposed to begin, which is the Age of Dark, is the Age of Man. And if you follow that, then that's sort of like the alternate ending, you know, and that's basically continuing the next cycle. So what comes after the gods comes after is the Age of Man. Now Dark Souls 2 is doing its own thing, but it does have some relevance to that idea, but it's doing its own thing, really. Dark Souls 3, which is this, is trying to come back to that idea of cycles, and it's essentially, that's one of the things that really makes Dark Souls 3's final boss, which is this boss I'm trying to like get into a game of. It's this idea that there have been countless other heroes, warriors, whatever, who have come to the kiln of the first flame, and they've basically like tried to restart the Age of Fire, continue the Age of Fire. And the longer the Age of Fire has been like delayed in terms of its natural end, you know, the end of its cycle, the more distorted the world has become, you know. And the painting is another example of that, because when you try to keep the painted world alive for too long, and it starts to rot, and so it's got its own cycle, right? That's why when you go to the lower parts of the painted world, it's all like there's these, you know, flies and all this rot, and there's like these bird people, and they're all disgusting, and because there is, you know, it can't maintain itself forever, you know. So when you're at the end of Dark Souls 3 and you fight when you fight the Soul of Cinder, which is the final boss of the main story, the Soul of Cinder essentially represents, it's a consciousness That is it's a collective consciousness of every hero that has, hey, I'm being summoned, yay, that is that has ever you know, rekindled the first flame, right? So that's why it, in order to represent that, they have it fighting. I better switch weapons. I don't think this weapon's gonna work. I don't even know what I should use. I'll just use the refined sword. It's pretty much good standard weapon. That's why when you fight against him, he basically has all the moves. He has different builds, so he behaves like, you know, a strength build, then he's a mage, then he's, you know, agile build, and changed his build. So now he's like a mage. Here we go. Cling, cling, clong. Damn, bro. Good shit. Even deaths must be epic. I find it interesting that the Souls of Cinder is one of, if not the smallest boss in the game. He's fun to fight, though. Alright, I'm gonna wrap the show up, or this stream, whatever you want to call it. I gotta go. But I had fun. I got to play. I finally beat Gale. I got to fight some bosses. I even got to fight Soul of Cinder. So, good time. And, yep, talk to you later. I gotta get to work.